So, okay, the second DJ we got up today is straight out of Stockholm. He goes by the name of Easy Buckets.
What up, what up?
What up, dude, man? You good?
Yeah, I'm good, and you?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good.
Cool.
I'm good. So, Buckets, man, let everybody know, man, where you're from and what you're about, man.
I'm from Stockholm, up and coming, 2 years in the game now. 2 years in the game now. Discovered tablism like a year and a half ago.
All right, so you're fresh in the game almost, yeah. So, I mean, what made DJing a thing for you? Why did you decide?
Oh, music has always been a part of my life. Like when I've been playing basketball for 15 years, when I'm gaming, like music was important. Like during warm-ups, if you had the perfect warm-ups with the perfect music, you had the best game. And I've always been fond of DJing, man. First record I heard like with a DJ scratching was a Dilated People's record called How You Can Run, with Babu scratching.
Babu,
yeah.
We had him here, you know, he was here.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Not
my favorite beat junkie, for real. So that's when I fell in love with like scratching, but I've always been fond of like DJing. So when my friends DJ, I always chill in the booth with them rather than be on the floor dancing. So the music, your music style has always been around the kind of hip hop, R&B. Yeah, exactly, like the urban scene, yeah. And I discovered started to listen a lot more to Afrobeat pretty recently and fell in love with the genre really much.
Right.
But like me starting to DJ was because of my girlfriend. She's been DJing for 7 years.
Right.
And I had this basketball tournament here in Gothenburg. So she had a gig booked to match the tournament. And the way she controlled the room and everything, I just fell in love with like the art of being that person to control. And I saw everybody having a good time. I'm like, wow, I want to be that person.
All right, cool. But like, you know, as you know now, and as most people know, there's many different forms of how you DJ, yeah?
Of course.
When you first started DJing, what kind of equipment were you using then?
Oh, I started with the CDJ and a controller. That's what I was practicing on, only focusing on beat matching.
Right.
Then starting to DJ, I was like 2-3 months in, I'm like, this can't be it. 8-bar intros, outros. There has to be more to it. So I was just on YouTube one day and came across this guy called DJ Trace. He was doing a showcase in Scratch DJ Academy, showing half of his Red Bull 3 styles. So I'm like, oh, interesting. What is this? Came across DJ East. That's when it all happened. I just saw his 3-style set US finals, the one he won. And I'm like, wow, I'm going to learn that.
All right, so it was, and you're talking about turntablism.
Exactly.
Right.
The scratching, the mixing.
So your whole setup, you just decided this is the direction I'm going now, yeah?
And being a competitive guy, being a basketball player for 15 years, I had to like find something to match that.
Right.
Because I quit playing basketball to start DJing.
Right.
So being a battle DJ is my biggest goal.
All right, so that's your ambition.
That's my ambition, yeah.
All right, so then let me. So when did you decide? Right, I'm going all out. I'm going to get them turntables, yeah. 2
months after watching that YouTube video, I made the decision. Okay, I'm going to buy it.
All right, so 2 months after you watched the video, how long into you DJ?
5 months into DJ.
5 months.
Yeah.
All right, man.
So got the money to buy it. Bought it. So I bought the S3 mixer.
Right.
They don't make them anymore. And the PLX 1000 Pioneer. That was my first gear. Practicing on my desktop where I play video games, like my computer, too low. Then I got in contact with DJ 01.
Right.
And he saw me upload this picture in Fortnite. I wanted a game in Fortnite. He's like, go practice DJing instead of playing video games. I'm like, yeah, but I was in the middle of moving. I was expecting a kid. So I was like, I put all the equipment in a moving box. I just went straight up, took it out. He motivated me to like go and cut a bit. And then when we finished moving, I bought my second pair of turntables. But it wasn't until I went to Oran's place when I tried the S9. I was like, wow, okay, I want this mixer. This is it.
Yeah.
So I came back home the day after and ordered the mixer.
So like, so 01 is obviously somebody who inspires you here in Sweden. I mean,
for reals.
And you talked about the DJs from the freestyle as well.
Yeah.
Is there anybody else out there that you're looking at now? Because like now you have a broader view of DJing worldwide. And
I get inspired by Chris Villa, DJ Craze, A-Track, Jazzy Jeff. There's a lot of them out there, like DJ Puffy.
So as you're a DJ, you do clubs, yeah? You're doing club DJing and stuff now.
Yeah.
Do you find time to practice your turntablism alongside being out there doing your DJing as well? Yeah.
Of course, I'm a father, a 1-year-old at home.
Yeah.
I still find time to practice, and I'm a resident at Hilma, so I throw my own party there twice a month.
Okay, cool.
And I practically like have gigs every weekend before Corona, of course.
Yeah.
So it's all about putting your priorities straight. Like you find time where it is.
So when are we gonna see you on the battling scene, man? You know what I mean?
I'm thinking about applying already this year. I'm not ready yet, of course. Yeah. I'm only like a year and a half fresh into turntablism, but I'm gonna keep on applying until I get in.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you got to throw yourself in the deep end, yeah?
Of course.
I mean, that's how you learn. You learn from the disasters that happen sometimes.
Of course.
Well. All right.
And I'm stubborn as well. So.
All right. So club thing is what you do, yeah?
Yeah.
Turntablism and the competitions and the tournaments. That's where you want to get to, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
All right. So let's talk about a little bit about some of the gigs you've had already, yeah?
Yeah, sure.
Right. Yeah. I mean, have you tested different genres of music outside of your comfort zone as well? Then,
of course.
Yeah?
The thing is, I'm gonna apply it to my set today as well. I listen to all kinds of music, so I'm gonna be mixing like 4 different genres at least.
All right, nice.
So like the genres I like to play with is like Afrobeat. Recently came into baile funk, hip hop, R&B, of course, both old school and new school, like reggaeton, dancehall.
All right, so you're going to throw it all down today then?
Yeah.
Throw it all down. All right, but let me ask you a question that I ask everybody that comes in now.
Sure.
It goes like this. It goes your first, your worst, and your best gig, yeah? Right, you ain't been on the scene that long, right? But you're going to have these experiences, right?
Of course.
So let's start with your first gig that you can remember. You're out there, not at home or anything. No. Out there, people demanding that you give them something, yeah?
Oh,
what was your first gig?
First gig was at Nada Bar. Small place in Stockholm.
Yeah. How many people?
It was like 120 people.
Right.
Filled the place, and it was like during midsummer.
Yeah.
And it was one of the best experiences ever.
How did you feel though, man?
I felt so good after it, and I wasn't even nervous before it. I felt prepared.
All right.
So that was my first
So you got your routine down, and you thought, right, I'm gonna test this, see where it goes, and it went well, yeah.
Yeah, it went really well.
That's your first. Let's talk about your worst, man.
My worst gig.
Since you've been out there, man.
It was. I'm not gonna name the place, but yeah, came to this place. I had a gig before that, so this was last summer, pretty recently, and the owner, like the club owner, calls me like an hour before the gig, and I was DJing with USBs, so he calls me an hour before, like, yeah, one of our CDJs is broken. We have to borrow one. So I'm like, yeah, cool, no problem. They can borrow from the neighbor or anything. And then come to the place, and I find like old CDJ, like Nexus 800 or whatever it's called. Never played on that before. And on the left side is like what I'm used to, the Nexus 2000. So I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do? I only have one USB because the link doesn't work between these two.
Of course.
So I had to call. My sister was visiting at our home, so I call her like, bring my laptop now. I need to put in like music on the other USB. So I was playing on one player for 30 minutes, doing echo out, put it in the next song. I was trying to do it as tight as possible. When I was done with that, put in the USB. You can't see the BPM of the songs. So I had to search the BPM on the left side.
Oh, that's crazy.
And then have the search function.
But that's a learning experience. Last one then, yeah? Let's do the best gig you've done, man.
Best gig, I've had many of those, but the best like that I can remember is at a place called Hours. They had like 600 people there, really big place.
It was like hip hop R&B jam.
Yeah, it's like an urban jam. And when I came to the place, I noticed like the DJs before me were playing the same kind of stuff. So I was like, I'm gonna just put in something different and put it in another direction, and the place just went to the roof.
Nice, man.
And turning off the music, people were singing in a cappella, so I was like, wow.
That's all right, man.
Yeah.
That's how you should end the gig, man. But
yeah, for sure.
Listen, what you got for us today, man? Yeah, you got some good stuff for us?
Yeah, gonna mix it up a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of quick mixing and stuff like that. Throwing in some baile funk, Afrobeat.
Wicked.
And
I look forward to it, man. I look forward to it. So thanks for coming down, man. And yeah. All right, let's see how you do, man.
All right, thanks.